What's up, guys? This is Team Hard Life Capt.Eric. Sitting here putting wire drop sections together for our coated cable leaders and bringing up my channel now. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. There we go. Actually, let me just turn that off. But at least we know that y'all can hear me. That's for sure, because I just heard myself once the channel came up over here. So we're good to go. Oh, well. Ooh. That's because I am drinking a double shot of energy from a Starbucks. Just so I got some coffee. Oh, I got some regular coffee, which I'll probably end up going to after this, just to ensure I don't keep yawning, because I don't like it when I do that. Mm. Christopher, what's up, boss? Wildcat Rigs. Well, for the hair, I've got to get to where I can cut off 12 inches at one time, because I'm donating my hair for Cancer for Kids, so that way they can make wigs out of the hair. And more likely this will be the last time I do it, because, man, it is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And it has been a pain in the butt during certain times of, the growth period and stuff like that. It's getting a little bit better because it makes it a little easier when uh, the hair is long enough to control with the, having a band in the back and stuff like that. And all the way leading up to that, it sucked. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I think Daniel Garcia and somebody else has already paid through Zelle, so I'm going to go and pull up the Zelle, get this started over here. That way I can get that going. But yeah, no, my day started real early this morning because we had the veterans and first responders trip with the Redford Ranch Foundation today. So it was good. Actually, there was multiple vets that were already out there before I even got out there. And, I didn't tell them till like 8 o'clock, and they showed up early, which was nice. Granted, we didn't have the crazy amount like we did, excuse me, on the last trip, but we still had 15 people show up today. We don't have PayPal or Cash App. So the only way is through here or through the credit card system. But if we do that, you get charged the taxes and the credit card fees. And but if you have Zelle, you can send it through Zelle and stuff like that. So, and today is 2/6/2026. Hmm. Man, I'm so sorry I'm yawning, guys. Uh, then we got, there's a few of them actually. So we got Daniel Garcia for today for 20. Garcia, 20. Got Kruger Automotive for 20. Got Jaime Sanchez for 20. Yeah. Let's see. We are All right, so we're at $60. It looks like here at Pack Crate Channel. A couple of specs so far. Serve hard sargasm. Dang it. Um, saw one a liter. How much to ship to California? All right. Desert Hooker, if you can email us at TeamHardLife with the number one at gmail.com and send me your shipping address because I need your shipping address to get it all boxed up and go from there. Um, that way I can get you quoted on there. Uh, More than likely, it'll be the small flat rate box. If I can get into an envelope and get it to be cheaper, obviously I'll try that. Um, and let me see. But yes, I was actually supposed to get that video up a few days ago, and somehow I forgot not to post it. So that was my bad. But uh, the email team hard life. There you go. So that's the email right there. Go and email me your name and address and information, so that way I can get in contact with you and we can work that out. Go from there. But yeah, everybody else that has winnings, I've like I said, I did uh, pictures on that video short, and it's like a 2 or 3 minute long video, and it has everybody's winnings of their leaders and stuff like that. But for people that haven't already claimed it, several guys like Jaime, Toby, and oh man, I'm so brain dead right now. I've already mailed out all those other packages. I think I sent out like 8 packages the other day. So we still have like 15, 20 more people in there. And some of y'all come by, and if y'all gonna come by and pick them up, cool. Just let us know what the game plan is, so that way, like I said, if we're waiting for y'all to pick them up, that's fine. But if y'all need them shipped, then let us know so we can get that sorted and kind of get through with that pretty quickly too. Um, so for bull reds and smaller sharks, I like 10 knots through 15 knots, depending on the size of bait that I'm trying to cast and stuff like that. But it also, too, you got to remember different manufacturers of circle hooks will have different sizes. So you got to really look at them. Um, I want them to where I can put a good chunk of bait on there and it doesn't fly off the hook when I go to cast out. So, yeah. Desert Hooker, if you already have my cell phone number, then yeah, you can text me. I normally don't post my cell phone number here on the live video because a lot of people don't agree with my religious beliefs and how I support our president and stuff like that. So I don't need them blowing up my phone at all hours of the night and stuff like that. So yeah, I haven't changed my number in 20 something years. So yeah, if you already have it, it should be the same. Uh, Oh man, I'm sorry. Do it. I'm gonna go get my coffee out of the truck. I think I need something stronger. Like I said, my morning started early this morning. I got up about 6:20, and we were out on the pier by about 7:30 this morning, and we didn't leave the pier till about noon. Um, Definitely want to thank everybody that showed up to the event as well, and one of the team captains from Boat Up Fishing. They definitely, you know, him showing up, Patrick giving us a helping hand out there was pretty awesome. So, give me a second, guys. Let me go get my coffee. I don't like yawning in front of y'all. I know y'all are taking time out of your day. At least we can do it be 100%. Give me just a second. You guard the front door? Ooh. Mm-mm. Black coffee. Okay. Um, I've been using Mustad Demons for most of my fishing, but I've been trying some find some Sharkotics that I can buy in bulk. Yeah, yeah. The Mustang Demons, those are pretty pricey as well. Um, are you using them for cast out or are you using them for kayak? That's the other thing too. Uh, but I'm telling you the Mustangs that we used to use a lot were the God. It's been so long since I've used those only because we got away from them because we were getting into the stainless steel and we used those for so long until they finally changed the rules on it, and that was just a few years ago that I haven't really gotten back into them. But they are what is it? The 33. Actually, I got a box in the back. Hold on. Yeah, it was the 39.95 DTs, the Duratin hooks. Um, that's what we were using before, but we were using these in the 15 or 16 sizes when we were fishing on Bob Hall Pier all the time. The only drawback is they tend to rust very, very quickly. So what we were doing was we were actually getting them powder coated, and that's where we came up with a whole bunch of different colors of hooks, and they were awesome. I mean, they really were. Except um, I wasn't doing it myself, so I had to get pricing from other guys to do it and stuff like that. And so basically, I was always on their schedule on it. For a while, I wanted to start doing it on our own here, but it just, man, you start branching out into things like that. It's already crazy enough with the amount of liters that we put out, the amount of weights that we put out. Yeah, it gets pretty crazy. So that I'm excited. The pier is supposed to be opening up pretty soon. I'm just seeing how and what kind of rules they're going to be implementing. It's going to be something new again. All right, Kyle Whitmire just sent in another 20 right there. Whitmire, so that puts us at $80 for tonight's fire drawing, and we just started it, so we'll give it 28 more minutes. 28 more minutes. Roger that. Yep. So, yeah, cast outs. Now, here's the other thing too. With the cast outs, depending on what type of cable or coated cable that you're going to be using, um, can help you, and it can also hurt you at the same time if you go with too thick of coated cable and or too thin of coated cable. I'll be honest with you, the 250-pound test and or 400-pound test have been giving me the best. Um, Actually, 600 was really great too when we got into some 600. Very rare did I find 500 in the coated cable that I like. And if y'all know me already, I don't like coated cable with real thick coating. I like it with real thin to where like literally you can see the the cable, pretty much through it. Not see through, but just you can see the structure of the cable underneath the coating and stuff like that. So that's what's really great for me. Um, William Doty, what's up, brother? Super Five. So I met some really old school Marines today. They actually, it was crazy because he said he was doing recruiter's duty in 79, or no, in 74, did he say? I said, bro, I wasn't even born yet. He's like, it was like, wow. I was kind of blown away on that one. Like that. But yeah, him and his brother, they came out there and they sat with us, and um, we just, we're telling old school fishing stories and stuff like that. And we didn't catch no big fish, but we had a good time out there, cracking jokes and having fun with each other and stuff like that. It was pretty awesome. We did have 15 people show up to the event today, which is nice. It's still a good day. Um, the wind was weird though. It came out of the west. That was really weird. Like I didn't see anything in the weather that told us it was going to be that. I figured we'd have a north wind or a southeast wind, and we should have been on the fish, but it just did not work out. So, been tempting to use catch-all coated cable, but I haven't started fishing for sharks. Roger that. So, yeah, no, catch-all's got some good cable, boss. But you got to get the right one too. So, when you get a chance, can you text or email me my store credit? William Doty, give me yes. Let me see if I can pull that up. Oh man, my allergies. Ugh, hate it. So, is everybody doing good? How was your week? It is Friday. Like, uh, anybody going fishing? What's up, Daniel Garcia in the house? Night Hunter. I've been tempted to use catch-all. Okay, yeah, I already read that comment. Let's see, let me get back over here. Uh, it's something. That's what somebody said earlier. They're like, dude, you kind of spoiled it. You went a couple of days before. I said, no, no, no. I said, I'm not rolling with that. I said, I'm blaming y'all. I said, I'm blaming all of y'all. Y'all are my bad luck. We had a good time today. It was pretty awesome. For the veterans and first responders that showed up. Like I said, it was a beautiful day. Oh, and crazy. I have never seen this in my life. Never. But, which phone is it on, though? It's not on this one. It might be on that phone. Let me see. Yes, it's on that one. God, no, hold on. Yeah, it's on that one. We, uh, we saw, uh, probably 10,000 ducks fly overhead to them. Like, you see like where they're layer upon layer upon layer upon layer, and as far as the eye can see, kind of deal. That's the way it was today on Causeway Pier. Never in my life have I seen that many ducks. I've seen it on TV, National Geographic, Discovery, YouTube, all these other places. I've never seen, like, we see a straggler, like 50 of them here, like 20 of them there, maybe two or three sets of them like that, 20 to 50 per, but not to where it looked like a cloud moving through the sky. I got video of it, and I want to say it's on my phone that I'm on now. And God, it was amazing. So I zoomed in with the phone and stuff like that. No, I could have swore it was on this one, but it may have been on that one. But it was crazy, crazy, crazy. Come on. Yeah, no, 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 no. I started editing footage too, so it pushes videos back. But yeah, no. nothing. So Thomas sat in a big bivvy in the UK. Was cold, waiting for the carp to bite. Fourth night. Golly. How big are the carp that you're trying to target, and what do you do with them? Do you just catch and release, or do y'all actually eat them over there? Curtis in the house. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? All right, so for tonight's fire drawing, we're at $80. We're at $80 right there. Getting it going over here, and y'all have 14 more minutes, or 24 more minutes. 24 more minutes. And over here putting my little coated cable sections together and crimping them. And like I said, I've got multiple bags up there. I was gone till I think I finally got into the shop about 1:45, maybe 2 o'clock today. Come on, get off of there. Tiger had the scare of her life today. Yep. She followed me out to the warehouse. I didn't know she had followed me out. And I went to go grab some bait out of the back freezer. And when I came to the front, I didn't know she was out there. So I closed the door and came to the front. And next thing you hear, ran. She was trying to hit the glass over here. And I looked back, and her eyes were like this big, like she'd seen a ghost or whatever. And I was like, well, that'll teach her to follow me, you know. So, yeah. Let's see, ducks. Well, I've never seen that, but I have been involved in things where that much or the same amount of something starts with. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we hear you, Curtis. We hear you. Oh my gosh. So, is anybody going fishing this weekend? I got invited out to go to Goose Island tomorrow. One of my childhood buddies, he's going out there with his daughter because his daughter wants to go fishing, and his best friend's supposed to be rolling with him. So might be going out there tomorrow. We'll see how the weather is and what we got scheduled over here because I'm still, working on all this stuff too. I still got two. I went down to two, but I'm back up to 3 buckets. Like, no, I don't want to do that. But what ends up happening because I'm breaking all this stuff down, I'm moving it between this bucket, that bucket, and bringing in more inventory to put it all together. And so that's where the third bucket came from. So, what hooks do I use for bull reds? So we've been using a lot of the Eagle Claw and the 13-aught. We got some mustads in the 15-aught, and what's the other one? Some catch-all hooks as well. So, oh man, I'm gonna have that video up tomorrow, guys. Because it's already too late for us to get any kind of good video out for getting a lot of views and stuff like that. But tomorrow I'll put a video out, and you're gonna see the amount of ducks. It was insane for us, insane. So, Toby in the house. What's up, boss? Yes, sir. Yep, we are doing our fire drawing. We're at $80, and we got 31 more minutes, or 21 more minutes. Sorry, 21 more minutes. Yes, sir. What's his? Why don't women fart as men if they can't keep their mouth shut long enough for the proper gas? I believe that. I believe that one right there. So, having dinner with two of his sons, got brisket. Nice. What? So remember the Redford Ranch Foundation is having their barbecue cook-off in September. So I'll be looking to join into that. So I'm kind of excited. I'm gonna have to learn my timing and all of that because that's gonna be the thing. Like you have to have it in by that time. There's no excuse. If you're there 10 seconds late, just like the fishing tournaments. If you turn in your catch log in late, you're disqualified. So, mechanic lady, what's up? How you doing? Waiting for the answer short scribbled and always to the left answer to come out. Mm-mm-mm. Right. Where do you get your brisket from? Did y'all cook it yourselves or you picked it up? We actually went up to Luling this past weekend and we got some from Farmers Market there. And yep, cooking dinner. What y'all cooking for dinner tonight? Right, my three sons. Yes, sir. That would be a good series right there. From fishing to shooting to good food. Mm-mm-mm. Definitely, I'd follow. I'd follow. Let's see. Come on. Dude. Roger that. If you do head out tomorrow, where are you going to go fishing at? Deer birds. What? So I had some deer left over. I still got some back straps there that I'm going to cook up. But one of my brothers was there at the deal, and he's like, "Man, I wanted to take home some fish." So I actually hooked him up with the two sheep's head and the redfish that we got the other day from the packery, and I also gave him some deer meat on top. He's like, "Dude, I'll process this and bring you some deer sausage when he makes it." I was like, "Dude, you can process it?" He goes, "Dude, at my house, man, I process all my deer." I was like, "Wow." Just like that. Last call at the pink, got a Bangkok. Picked up already. Or you get all the leftovers. God. Um, Council Park, head to the river. So that was weird today. Like the winds would pick up and then they would get real calm. And then they'd pick up and they'd get real calm. And so we cracked the joke like, typical Mother Nature can't make up her mind of what she wants to do. Say, hey, don't piss her off because then we'll really be up shit creek. So, yeah. But we had a pretty good time. It was good. Oh man. Mhm. Yeah, but I'm pretty close. I think I'm gonna try and measure my hair out tomorrow, see where I'm at. But I'm thinking I'm close, pretty close, and I'm kind of ready. I'm ready to get rid of my long hair and get back to my short hair because I saw a video the other day where I was in the back working and it was before I got my braces and I had a nice clean cut and everything. It's like, God, it looks so different from my short hair to my long hair and stuff like that. So, roger that, Toby. Y'all have a good one as well, boss. Yeah, another retired handful of reels. This year's in the desk. My King Rover and my Pro is slipping already. How long have you had those reels, Night Hunter? A lot of the guys that I see, using the reels, they haven't really given us the reports of how long they've been using them and stuff like that as well. So we're supposed to get 50 phone tomorrow. Yeah, negative 20 to 30, bro. Jeebus, that is cold. Oh, and I broke a rod today. I had them all loaded in the truck. Everything was good, but when I was hooking my buddy up, when I went to go close the cooler out, it was cracked. And I was like, what was that? And I opened the cooler, and that little spinning rod slipped up in between there. When I closed the cooler, it cracked the rod. So I got those heavy duty Yukon 150s. And yeah, man, God, it sucked. Kyle says that's why I like Texas. Don't do the cold anymore. Yeah, no joke on that. Nah, it's not the hair. Uh, it's a lot of maintenance for me because I work I work and then it builds up a lot of sweat and everything else and Yeah, I mean, I got great looking hair, guys. Don't get me wrong. I got great looking hair. It just, I don't like it in my face. I don't like my hair in my face. So he says he loves winter weather. Maybe 2 years not using ever. It's better for me. But maybe Catfish Pro is troublesome. Roger that. Um, yeah, yeah, no, that's for sure. Having a little bit of snow and being able to escape from it is, yeah, definitely two different worlds. You can appreciate it, but yeah, don't want to live in it. But, uh, how long does that cooler hold ice? So I've actually put in 120 pounds of ice into that cooler and drove around with it for a week in the bed of my truck, and it still probably had 80 pounds of ice after the fifth day. But that's the thing. If you leave the ports closed and you don't let the water drain out, it'll melt the water. It'll melt the ice faster, especially if it's moving back and forth. But if it's not moving back and forth, it holds the ice longer. But if you let it drain, it literally holds ice a lot longer because then the water ain't sitting there melting it and it stays colder longer. So normally when I'm driving around like that, I leave the ports open or cracked so that way the water can leak out rather than sitting there staying in the cooler and stuff like that. So yeah, it looks good through a window. Yeah. Do you think if I only use fish bites at Causeway, will I still catch? If they are hitting on just fish bites, yes. There have been many a nights when we've thrown nothing but fish bites and we were smoking them. But then there's other times when we had to throw natural bait to get any kind of bite. So again, fish are like us. One day you want hamburger, the next day you want hot dog, the following day they want steak. So you and you can see me every single time. The first thing I throw is fish bites tipped with shrimp or tipped with crab or tipped with whatever natural bait I'm throwing out there. The mantis shrimp, aka sea lice. Um, yeah, no, I'll always roll the fish bites. But if I do notice that we're not getting any hits or somebody else will uh, throw the fish bites by themselves and start catching, then I'll start casting out without adding any of the natural baits and see if that changes my luck as well too. So yeah, no, you got to try it all. You definitely got to try it all. Uh, the Carolina rig will work if there's not a lot of current, but if there's a lot of current, then you got to use the Carolina rig with the no roll weight, which will help. I don't know how much because I haven't. I'll be honest. I don't use the Carolina rigs with no roll weights because of the style of weights I or the style of rods I'm throwing and stuff like that. So, uh, how far from 200 are we? We're only at $80 right now for the fire drawing, and we have 11 more minutes, guys. 11 more minutes for tonight's fire drawing, and we're at $80. Um, I have no idea if anybody's at the corner at Causeway right now. We left there around noon, but I was in the parking lot, you know, saying bye to all the veterans who helped us out and stuff like that and came out there. Because leaving the pier, I had to get help to get all the rods off the pier, the coolers and bait and all of that as well, too. So, been doing good every time he goes. Nice. Well, like I said, for me, I went Wednesday and I had a pretty good day. Um, didn't catch no keepers, but they had caught some good fish. So, all right, Night Hunter takes it up 20. So now we're at $100. Veterans and first responders. Night Hunter for 20. So that puts us at $100 right there. And Kyle, there's 20 right there. Okay, so Kyle's gonna send another 20 with my 20. That'll put us at 120 with Kyle once he sends that through. And yeah, no, we've had firemen show up, police officers show up, sheriffs show up. Uh, yeah, no, it's not just veterans, but pretty much that's the main group that we have a lot of connections with is the veterans and stuff like that. So, all right, Kyle just came through on that, and can anybody go? We pretty much cater to the veterans and first responders for these type of trips, boss, because that's where the sponsorship comes from. You know what I mean? It's for veterans and first responders. We're gonna start setting up regular trips for our regular subscribers to show up and stuff like that, and it's coming. It's coming. We're just kind of waiting. It's been a weird trip of fishing. They have been having some really hot nights or hot days of fishing, like good days of fishing, but it's nothing compared to what it was like last year and the year before, where we were having day after day after day of crazy fishing. But I know it has a lot to do with the weather, that it being a lot warmer than it normally is. Also, too, the extreme low tides that we've been having is crazy, crazy, crazy. So, let's see. We have been having some discussions too about starting up a fishing tournament for autism support, and also too for veterans and first responders as well. So we got a group of guys that we're putting together that are going to help put the tournament on. I'm going to help where I can, but I'll be honest, with everything I got going on, I kind of told them, I said, like, I'll help where I can, but I know how tough it is. You know what I mean? So uh, they're looking forward to it. So we're gonna get that set up. All right, Kyle, I got you. So right now we're at $120 right there for tonight's fire drawing right now, and you have 8 more minutes, guys. 8 more minutes. Let's see. I've been in the market for new rods, reels. I want to retire my Catfish Pro 7.6, mainly because the reel seat's not holding up. Um, I'll be honest with you, boss. If you look into the tackle industries, the tank rod, they are phenomenal. But again, too, they don't compare to the catfish rods, because a lot of those catfish rods that are on the market, you can high stick them without breaking them, but you lose backbone. And what I mean by backbone is being able to horse the fish in without it bowing over like a wet noodle and stuff like that. But you also lose distance. So for me, as you can see, there are many times that I'm the only one catching because I'm hitting the distance, because I have the rods to support the cast to get my weight moving. And the other day was a prime example. I was casting, 80 to 100 yards on cast, and I was on the fish. Granted, I caught five, where there was only one other one caught through the time period that I was there. So uh, you got to seriously consider what you want to do and how you want to accomplish it, and if you're okay with certain things. And if you are, then by all means, those are nice rods. But for me, I won't use them because I expect a lot out of it and stuff like that. So. And I have no idea why the tide is so low, but I saw something about a king. The king tide is what's been making it go so low in our local area. I haven't really looked into any more reasons why or what it needs to be done and stuff like that. So, but then, yeah, no, that's for sure right there. So the rain shadows, the FTU blanks, steadfast blanks would be the three that I would be looking into to getting them. Those are the ones that we normally use and build up rods for our customers. Um, lately the steadfast rods that have been brought to us by our customers are the ones we've been building. I hadn't been able to get over there to get with Mike to get our own inventory of steadfast. It's been a while, but a lot of it had to do with the economy being as crazy it was. We weren't able to get out there and get them. Um, yeah, yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. So. All right, guys, we have 4 more minutes for tonight's fire, and we're at $120. We need to hit at minimum 200. If not, we'll roll it over to the next fire drawing, which today is Friday, so it'll be on Tuesday, and we'll go from there. See, I don't know what that says, but let me see if it'll let me translate it. Okay. No, it won't let me translate it. So I don't know what that individual said at the last on the bottom. So, or is that what it is? Is it oh this? I don't know. Well, oh, that was the other thing too. I think I was a little sore today because I hadn't thrown my long rods since last month. And the other day when I went, like I was constantly on them and stuff like that. I wanted to, you know, get some good work in and casting my rods and stuff like that. And I was hitting some great distance, but I also had the wind behind me. Um, Today, I was hitting some good distance. I was, but I wasn't getting the distance I got the other day. I was less by about 20 to 30 yards easily on the distances I was hitting the other day with the wind at my back compared to um, a lot of it was wind that was cross angled to us, not straight to the face, but about off about a 45 to us. So I know we weren't hitting the normal distance we like to hit and stuff like that. So once I get my rod building gear, I'll probably buy some blanks. Roger that. Well, we've got quite a bit of blanks in the shop right now. Um, and we got more real parts coming in. I'll be honest, guys, it's been crazy with that bank PNC screwing us with that money, and then waiting for our other payments from our shops to come in. The timing has just been horrible for us, and and then we place orders, and they all come in at the same time and stuff like that, and funds aren't there, so it sucks. So what kind of blanks do we carry? The Rain Shadow, the job, not job ones, Rain Shadow and FTU blanks are the main ones we have right now. I'll be getting some Steadfast blanks in as soon as I can get over and get with Mike over at Steadfast Rods as well, um, because I know they put a lot of effort into making great rods and bringing them in and stuff like that, and so it's awesome to support a local guy like that and get him out here and stuff. So, yep, yep, pretty good, pretty good. Actually, was casting one of their newer rods today because one of the veterans with Blue Falcon rods, he's an Army vet who I actually grew up with in La Mob. He started his own company, Blue Falcon Rods, and he had one of those upgraded rods in his collection. So I was throwing that one today and stuff like that. So I got some really good distance on it, and we also found out he's got to bring his reels over here so we can re-spool them because the braid was slipping a little bit. So yeah, I've got to get experience a rod that has low mounted reel. Oh, you got to an experience a rod. Where was this at? Were you doing it with the distance casting, or did somebody had one? And I've seen a few guys, so just made all of those right there. That's 120. No, 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 no. That's 80 of the 7/0 hooks for the snapper rigs. Sorry, not 120, 80 of them. So I need a black magic marker. Where is it? Think the coffee finally kicked in. I think. Mm. All right, guys. So, real quick, I was having a discussion the other day, and I was talking to the kids about some movies, and I was like, man, like movies aren't what it used to be. Like back in the day, yeah, they had some like CGI and stuff like that, but it wasn't too much. A lot of it was, artists going out there and putting on the makeup and all of that, creating those scary monsters and stuff like that. What original scary movies, guys, were the ones that really sent y'all, hey man, that really scared the crap out of me kind of deal? Mm. Dang, it's not working. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. A lot of it is going to that stuff like that. Circle. Yeah, those were some crazy movies right there. Um, we haven't gone to go look at the new one because we've been just seeing a lot of crazy reports about it. Um, one of them was talking about that somebody had gotten possessed in the theater. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they got too scared or whatever. So now I did go to uh, oh man, I lost my train of thought there. I was going to be talking about, but yeah. Let me check the last Zell over here because Daniel wants me to. We have 40 more for Zell for Daniel Garcia. 40. So that puts us at 160. Um, mm-mm. Nope, nope, no. You're not gonna mess up my chargers. Tiger's over here attacking the 2x4, but that's where my charger cables lay down over here and stuff like that. So I'll be honest with you too, Boat Up. There was times when I have seen some like craziness, and yeah, no, I'm with you on that. That's why I tend to I stop looking at a lot of crazy, scary movies. Like I don't look at them like I used to and stuff like that. So uh, let's see. Um, let me see. Whoa, hold on. Let me see. What did I see? Millions praised for coldest weather of the season coming this weekend. Wow. Dang. That's going to be crazy. Y'all be safe, man, wherever y'all are at. Um, let's go to the wheel of names. I'm going to go and start putting wheel of names in. Maybe we can. We're at 160, so we should be hitting that $200 mark. Yeah, arachnophobia. I just saw that the other day. Oh, that movie is too funny. Oh, yep. Let's see. I like that one. That one's cool. And then we also have, so I got Daniel Garcia. I got, uh, Kruger Automotive. Automotive. And Mechanic Lady. Then we have Jaime Sanchez. Oh, I put the I in the wrong side. I am. There we go. Copy that. Put that there. Paste. Let's see. Oh, yes, we got the double. All right, yes, we got the double drawing tonight, guys. So whatever the pop amounts to, we're gonna do a 50-50 split between the winners. So remember that, guys. We are doing that. We got Night Hunter. So we're gonna be doing the two. Um, excuse me. Excuse me. That's right. Today is the first Friday of the month, and we're going to be doing the double up. So Kyle Whitmire got his other 20 right there, so I can take that out. And then we got Daniel Garcia. Being based right there. Come on. What's going on? Let's see. Based. There it is. That was weird. It didn't want to bring it on. So what's up, boss?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Another day in paradise, getting this fire drawing going, and
Nice.
I need to. And today's the one where we're actually doing a double drawing, and what we
Okay.
mean by that is we're going to split the pot 50-50.
Oh,
So we're
cool.
going to draw. We're going to do two Wheel of Dooms with the same names,
Okay.
and then we're going to shuffle them, and we're going to see if it comes out with the same winners and or separate winners and stuff like that. So yeah, but
If
that's where
someone
we're
wins
at.
the first one, can they win the second one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just because like my normal giveaways, you know, when they get in and they speak so much and stuff like that, we just naturally do that because it for me it encourages more people to put more time into it and stuff like that. Because especially like if we're doing the comments and stuff like that, these guys they put in a lot of work. So
Oh, for sure. I get that.
it helps the channel grow big time for sure. So and you,
It's
how's everything
working.
going?
Good, man. It's been busy. I took a week off. I didn't put out any music. I did drop a fishing song today, but I spent more time on that one. I think it's like 7 minutes long. So hopefully I made up for it. You guys. Uh, I had a. You remember Justin, right? Justin.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was in. He just left yesterday. So we've been hanging out, so it was like party, recuperate, party, recuperate, for a whole week. So
yeah.
we partied, he recuperated, and then the next morning I was going to work. He's like, "Hey, bro, I gotta head back now." I was like, "No problem, bro. I told you when you come, stay as long as you want. Enjoy hanging out, you know." So I took some time off to hang out with my buddy. Justin's one of those like he's like Albert, a brother. Probably it's really just kind of like Albert and Justin's like a brother from another mother that I have that I fished with for so many years, and it was really good to spend a whole week with them. So I took some time off of YouTube, come off of work, and hang out with them. So
That's cool, man. That it's cool to catch up with old school buddies that it's been a while and stuff. But it's amazing. We can go 5 or 10 years and we hang out and it's like we hadn't even missed a beat and stuff like that.
for
So
real, and just bringing back the same stories that we already lived through, and just
mm,
talking about it, like, dude, I forgot about that, and man, it was really really great to catch up. Same like whenever you come over, bro. It's always an honor and a blessing to have y'all here to hang out with, and have a few shots, have a few drinks, and just catch up. So, it's real
right.
quick. What's up, everybody? I see you guys joining in. Good to see you guys on this great Friday. Daniel, Night Hunter. Let me just shout out some of y'all real quick so we can get going. Let's see, not Hunter. Vote up. Good to see you guys. Very awesome. Very awesome. I think I saw Mechanic Lady too. What's up? Good to see y'all. Let's have a great Friday. It's going to be interesting to see what Albert has popping off for us with these split drawings tonight.
So here's the normal deal though. We got to get to 200. We're at 160 right here. Um, the reason why it's always been I like the 200 number just because it kind of makes it worth the while for everybody that's in it. But if the few times that we haven't hit the 200, we roll it over, and then the next spot's like it'll go crazy. It's crazy how it works. So, but right now we're at 160, and we've gone over our time, but I'm okay. I'm in no rush, to go home. We'll probably, we'll give it some more time to
I'm
hit
at your
that
50. If
100.
somebody wants to match a 50, we'll put us over.
That will definitely put us over. So we got a 50 match from Sharkotic right here. Yeah. And then what we're going to do, let's see, we're going to add a wheel. So that's the way the screen's going to look. And what we're going to do, see, the second wheel doesn't have all the names yet. So I'm going to have to go to the first wheel to copy all the names. So let's go ahead and do that just so we can kind of show what it's going to look like. So we're going to copy this one, copy that, go to wheel 2, and paste it. So now we got two identical wheels, but obviously we're gonna shuffle them, and we're gonna shuffle them the same deal. We're gonna do, since this one's gonna be the like second. Well, we're gonna shuffle them the same amount, but this one we're gonna shuffle it two more times because it's the second wheel. That'll ensure that we don't have somehow, some way, an exact replica of the first wheel. I just want to make sure that we get a fair chance on it and stuff like that. So we'll
Nice.
hit the start on that one, hit the start on that one, and we'll see what names, because it puts both names up at the same time, or when they both get selected and stuff like that. So, yep.
Cool. I
So
haven't played
anybody.
with it.
Yeah. And no, we actually we played with it a few weeks ago, but I had deleted all the names. So we just went with the names that it naturally selected. But because it was half the names that we got there, like there were big old boxes like that, basically two names and stuff. So this will be a lot better when we get, that's the other thing too. By getting over 200, we'll kind of ensure that, it gets some nice spacing between all the names and stuff like that. So
Nice.
so we have a 50-50 match over here with Sharkotic. Anybody want to match up?
Let's go. 50-50. Anybody? And thank you, Kyle. Hopefully you get some time to play it all. I really like that song. It was jamming. I played it a few times, mixing it up a bit, doing a little country as well, trying to make something for everybody.
Awesome. Well, hold on. I'm checking something real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Toby was letting me know that Fish and Tackle Unlimited built rods. Yes, they do.
They do,
They
yeah.
have them there. But I will tell you this: the rods at FTU, they're built like in the Galveston style. They don't. Um, so for the 10-foot rods, I seen them there, and they're built basically in the Galveston style with the longer base on them and stuff like that. So if you want them in the Texas style, you got to get it built by the guys down here in Corpus. So, or not Texas style, in Corpus style. They get a Corpus and Galveston style right there, sure. So, yeah. All right. So Kyle says I will for sure. What do
Awesome.
you mean by that, boss?
My song, to play the
Oh,
rest of it when he has some free time.
Roger that. Yeah. No, I'll definitely play the song when I'm on my way home tonight. Yeah.
Nice.
But, yep. We had the veterans trip this morning and stuff, so I had to double up on some coffee over here. I was yawning. I was yawning so bad I was crying basically.
Oh, wow. It be like that some days, bro. You just got to push through it.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I'm still here
You got
with
to put a
y'all.
little whiskey in that coffee.
Oh man,
A little bit of whiskey in that coffee.
it's crazy. I used to have a couple of bottles here and or beer in the fridge and stuff like that, and I just kind of just lost the will or want to even drink there. And I, for a whole year, I just I still go to bars, still go play pool, and they were all, no, no, I'm good, and I was drinking my water, drinking my soda or whatever, and I just didn't have the will or want, and uh, that was a. People were like, "Why?" And I said, "It's not fun no more." Like, I just kind of lost the flavor for it and stuff like that. And I think even when I went over to your house, you're like, "Yeah, it's cool. You can drink. You don't have to, whatever." And I did. You know what I mean? And so once I got over here, though, now it's like, okay, I had a drink. I was like, all right, and but I'm very selective now of when and how I drink and stuff like that. And so if I know
That's
that I'm
good.
safe somewhere, then I'll tie one over. But if I'm
No,
not,
for real.
then no, I really do kick back. I don't want to.
It's
Uh,
always better that way, bro. It's safer. I mean, you got so much responsibilities. You're doing the right thing. I mean, I
yes,
pretty
sir.
much do the same. I don't really go out and do a lot of drinking outside of the house. If I go somewhere, I will make sure, and if I do drink, get some food, get some fluids, and make sure I'm 100% good
Mm,
before I drive, because it's not worth endangering the people, yourself, or damaging your vehicle hitting the curb because you had one too many. So good
yes,
advice,
sir.
very good advice.
Yes, sir. That it is. All right, guys. So we're currently.
If
Oh,
you
it's
guys don't
not.
want to match a 50, anybody wants to, we could trickle down. I'll still keep my 50 up, but anybody wants to match a 20.
Ooh.
So I'll match a 20, and then if somebody wants to jump in later and match a 50, no problem.
That'll put us over 200. There, Kyle says he'll match
There
the
we go,
20.
Kyle. There we go. Cool, cool.
So that should definitely put us. Oh, so that's the other thing too. I noticed that when I do the second wheel, it doesn't give me the total amount. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the second wheel until we know exactly um, what our total is. You know what I mean?
Cool, cool.
So that way. All right. So we're at 160, and so Kyle's doing the 20, and you're going to do the 50, right? Or
No, no. So I'll
you're,
match his 20, but I'll still keep
okay.
my 50 open. So I'll match his 20, and if somebody wants to come in and match a 50, I'll match a 50.
Roger
It's
that.
Friday.
Okay.
I'm feeling a little wild. I'll even match 100 if somebody wants to match 100. But if I match the 100, I'm not going to double back and match the 50 now. All right. So if
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
matches me on 100, I'm gonna stay matching that 100. So 50 or 100. So let's just put it like that. So we got matched on the 20. So we got the 50 open and we got the 100 open. If anybody wants to match Sharkotic on it, I'm down.
Roger that. There you go. So, all right, let me get some returns over here so that way. Let's see. Paste. And then we need Sharkotic in there. Got that. Paste right there. So that puts us at 200 right there. We're at 200, and I'm going to extend it 3 more minutes. I'm going to do 3 minutes. So, an
Oh, that's
oddball
a
number,
gift.
but
Don't open it.
yep. Let's see. Mm. Man, that was pretty crazy with Michael Watts. Like,
Dude, I
uh,
was at the memorial
mm,
and man, it hit me hard. I ain't gonna lie, I cried, man. He was a
mm,
nice guy. Even my dad met him. Even to get
mm,
my dad to comment on anything on my Facebook, that's a big deal. And then when he commented that he met Watts and he was such a nice guy, it's like, man, like that's how you know. Um,
right.
I mean, I hung out with him with like gym shirts and gym shorts, no chains. We just regular. I knew a lot about his personal life and his family. I was there for Watts Day. Uh, I actually just finished a song. Now I got to figure out how to do a video just for this because I have one more song that we worked on last year. He wanted me to drop, but I told him I'm a YouTuber, so I have to do a video. I was like, "What? Since you're on it, I need to really do my diligence on this video. Go get some good shots of Houston and stuff like that. I need to hang out with you and get some good shots with you." He's like, "Yeah, Raj, no problem. Let's do it." He always called me Raj, and that's like, hey Raj, man. And if I talk to him about something, I'll never forget the way how he would say, "Let's do it," like so quickly. The way he would say, let's do it. Like I've never heard somebody say it in that way, So it was very sad. I was at the memorial, and a lot of love. I was down Homestead in the Corvette with my chain and everything by myself. And bro, it's nothing but love from the Swisher House community. I was so welcome there. I got to meet so much more people from the Swisher House, and at not one point did I feel being in the hood in Houston with my Corvette and everything. I felt welcomed, and some people may think might be dangerous or something like that. No, it just seems that way. But no, it was a good memorial that they did. I'm gonna go to the funeral as well when that pops up. But yeah, rest in peace, Michael Watts. He was a great guy. We did work together. He gave me a chance. We had that one song last year. Really do appreciate him giving me that opportunity to give me that next step up to work with him. Such a legendary person didn't have to give a person like me a chance, but he did. So, no, God bless his soul. He was a great person, great person. Uh, if you guys know him just by music that he produced and all that's absolutely great. But his soul was even greater. He was such a great person.
That's awesome. Oh, doubt. I heard. I was like, what? And so we had to do some research and find out what had happened and stuff like that. I really didn't want to call you because I knew it was affecting you a certain way, and that
Oh,
sometimes you just
Friday
don't.
was rough night for me. I got calls left and right, and I was calling people. I just talked to him January 4th on the phone, and that Friday, I have his wife on Facebook, so I checked up on him on Friday to see how
Mhm.
he was doing, and he the doctors. So he has let me not put out his business. Uh, it was just some hard stuff. It has nothing. He doesn't even drink, so it has nothing to do with any bad habits. It was no overdose, no nothing like that. It was basically hereditary, something he's been dealing with, and they just wasn't able to fix him. He was in a medical induced coma for him to heal. They did that for him to heal after his surgery, and it just didn't go well. But it had nothing to do with drinking. Had nothing to do. Watts was clean. He stopped drinking. He doesn't even smoke. He was exercising. He was trying to get in shape and like really get fit. And it's just life. Life comes at us sometimes, and you know, rest in peace, Michael Watts. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Roger that. Salute. All right, so we're at $200 for tonight's fire, and since we've gone over the time there, let's go ahead and flip this around. But at least, like I said here, now I can see that I'm at $200. So
I
what
know
we're
we're
gonna
going
do?
over, but I'm still gonna match if anybody wants to do a 50. I'll match a 50. Also, if you want to do 100, I'll match 100. Make it interesting this Friday.
Roger that. Yep, yep. You know what? I'll give it another minute and a half. Just
50 or 100. Anybody else?
yeah. Come on, gotta get her done. So
Oh, hey, bro, real quick while I got you. Long story short, I had some issues with the computer. I did something and my stuff got deleted, but it's in the cloud.
mm,
So I'll have what you asked for. 20. I'll match this 20. Just keep it going.
Roger that.
Um,
20. Sharkotic.
I got to download everything one by one, which is not a problem. I have to do it anyways because I messed up. Um, so give me a week. I was gonna do
No
it
worries.
today. Then I realized the stuff I had this thing that I downloaded to pull everything I lost, but it's not clean. It's all choppy and encrypted. And I thought I was good. I'm not, but I do have everything in the cloud. I didn't lose everything at all. I just don't have it on my computer anymore. So I have to go one by one, download, 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 download. So just give me a
Uh,
week and I'll have you everything that you asked me for.
Roger that. No worries. Let's see. All right, so that puts us at $240 right there.
240.
240, and you got 2 minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. Mm-mm-mm. Like I said, once we start tallying out, Then I'll do the second wheel, move it over, and we'll get them both going. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, guys. The coffee and all of that. Stay too hydrated.
It'll do that to you, brother. Well, while he's taking a minute, if you guys haven't met me before, I'm Sharkotic, Raj Sharkotic. We have a YouTube channel as well. Back and forth with Hard Life all the time for over 15 years. So we have a lot of music out, and we have a giveaway coming up. It's going to be live in our studio. And the way to win prizes is to comment on our YouTube songs, basically. But if you comment on anything we put out, I'm going to throw you guys in. Um, support. So uh, comment, share. The more we grow, the more prizes we can give out. We're gonna have an Avid 130, an Avid 80, Avid 50, an HP laptop, a tablet, some cash. Albert's throwing in something from Hard Life. We're gonna have a really good, fun live. So I got to make sure to set the date where Albert's free. Adam J, the freestyle fisherman, he's going to be here as well. So I have to get all the dates coordinated with everybody, but it's coming. We're getting out of the winter months, and I have a podcast in March, so it may be late March or early April. We'll do it as a 350K giveaway party with Sharkotic. Make sure and be on my Facebook as well. I'll post a flyer maybe even tonight. I'll probably just post that flyer tonight. And we're also looking for additional sponsors that wants to be a part of the Sharkotic channel for the giveaways to give back to people. So you guys check us out.
All right.
Hope y'all like it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Y'all got 40 seconds. 40 seconds left.
40
And
seconds.
we're at $240 for tonight's fire drawing over here. And I stepped on Tiger. I don't know what part of her because I came out of the restroom and right there it's like a blind spot because you have the light on for the restroom, but as soon as you cut off the light, you're blinded for a second because it's I have the light off in the other room. So all I heard, oh, sorry, Tiger. she's right here underneath the counter. Look.
Uh oh. Sorry,
Look at
Tiggy.
that.
So I have some stray dogs I take care of at work, and so I have these chicken bites that I throw. So I threw one, and she likes to catch it in the air, but instead of catching it like this, she caught it sideways, and I guess it pinched her lip or something. So as soon as she caught it, I heard a squeal. I was like, "I'm sorry, girl. I was just giving you a treat. Are you okay?" Felt bad. Had to give her another treat.
Roger that. All right, guys, here we go. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 people in the drawing tonight. And actually, let me check Zell before I start
Nice.
this. Let's see. Yep, we are at 11. All right, so the
50 or
first
100.
wheel, huh?
Anybody? Anybody? No, I was just saying,
Not,
last call,
not,
50 or
not,
100. Wild
eh.
card.
So let me, and you know what? And we can do that because I can add that math later. I'll go and copy this and then create a wheel over here and paste it. So that one will get 2 more spins or 2 more shuffles. So that way we do have an even offset kind of deal. So, all right, guys, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, and then we'll start shuffling over here for the 50 or 100 match for Sharkotic. Oh, man. Man, oh man, we've been working it over here, boss.
Man, January is always the worst for me. Always. I'm glad
Mhm.
it's over.
Yep, yep. All right, guys. 11, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. So the first wheel we're going to shuffle. We go back to wheel one. We're going to shuffle 11 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Good shot.
9, 10, 11. Now we're going to go to wheel 2, and we're going to shuffle 13. We're adding 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right, guys. So here we go. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. This is a 50-50. If you can win on both, but it's a 50-50 of 240. So, oh crap! I forgot to change the time on that one.
It's live. We seeing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Good luck. Get one of these.
There we go. So we got Night Hunter and
Nine
Kruger
on two.
Automotive. There you go. So Kruger on the first one, Automotive, and then we got Night Hunter on the second one. So
Nice win,
now
guys.
I got to remember to reset the time on wheel 2 when I do that, and there it is. It's over here down at the bottom. I got to customize wheel 2 to give it more time. You know what I mean? And I forgot to do that, but it's
Nice,
still
Night
spun it.
Hunter.
Yeah, still spun it. So we got two winners right there: Night Hunter and Kruger Automotive. So
Very nice.
between the 240, it is 120 apiece. 120,
Congrats,
120.
y'all. Good win. Good win.
Right on, right on. Yes, sir.
I love this game, man. It's so fair. It's live. You doing it the right way. I'm always down, brother. I love it.
Yes, sir. Oh man, I'm beat though. So beat, like, and I think it was more because, like I said, I hadn't like throwing my long rods the other day. Like I was pushing myself. Like anytime I saw any hits, I was on it. But I was catching nice sized sand trout and whiting and stuff. And so I was like, you know what? I'll take a bunch of that. You know what I mean, to use for bait because Bob Hall Pierce coming out pretty soon. So
I
we
saw
need
that.
like bull red baits and stuff. So that's what I was looking at. So I
You
was
gonna
pulling them
plan
in left
something,
and
Albert?
right.
Like
The what?
like to like do a thing when it finally opens up, like maybe a drawing at the end of the pier. Like you got something planned or you thought about it?
No, I have
Like a
not.
christening, like a hard life christening.
That yeah, I think we need to do something like that.
Something cool.
But I want to see what these guys do with my because I got it. I sent a message to one of the city or the county commissioners and let them know that I'm with a bunch of these veteran groups to take vets and first responders fishing. So I want to see what their reaction is going to be if they're going to show support because if they are, well, then I can approach with bringing some kind of advertisement for them. But if they're not, then why am I going to go and try to advertise and get more people on the pier if they're not willing to help out vets and first responders? So
Good. It's a good
yeah,
way.
it's a give and take. You help us, we're going to help you. If you don't, then there's no reason for me to offer our services like that and stuff like that. So now,
I would
granted,
like to.
I'm still gonna fish the pier, but it's not gonna be the normal deal like we used to and stuff like that. So I'm definitely interested in what they have to say and how we're gonna go about this. But yep. So, but it is Friday, and I'm gonna go and kick off so that way I can get home a little early because normally on Fridays, man, I don't get home till later and stuff.
Usually
So
late, yeah.
yep. So
Sometimes you start around this time.
yeah. Yeah, normally I was actually trying to go live. I was thinking about going live about 5:30, and I was still in the middle. So I was like, no, I need to push off a little more. And then I was like, you know what? I just need to get on there because it's going to get too late, and I knew how tired I was. So, but again, congratulations to Kruger and Night Hunter,
Yes.
$120 wins apiece, and
Good win, guys. Good win.
yeah. So this was different, little split pot deal on it and stuff. So hopefully we can get one of those big ones, like a $10,000 one going.
One day. We just got to keep going. You never know. One day.
Roger that. All right, guys, y'all be safe, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Y'all have a
Sharkotic, thank
great
you very much,
weekend.
brother. And I'm about to go turn on some music.
Later, bro.
Later, brother.